choice I made was, what are you willing to sacrifice and what are you willing to give up to find every bit of who you are as a human being? And I was willing to give everything to do that. I had to invent a guy that didn't exist. I had to invent a guy that can take any pain, any suffering, any kind of judgment, be called whatever the f in the world, and be able to stand in the room and say, go f yourself. I had to build this callous mind, and I built it through suffering. I built it through downright f***ing just crushing myself. If it was raining outside at 3 o'clock in the morning, if it was snowing, the first instinct is don't go out there and do shit. My instinct was, we gotta go out there. Anything that was f***ing horrible in my life that I would normally say no, that was inhumane to most people, I had to go do it. I became feelingless. And what that means is, I'm not saying turn off your feelings towards your family, your wife, your husband. I'm not saying that. Turn your feelings off when it comes down to you wanting to be better. What that means is, when that alarm clock goes off, your feelings gotta go away. When that alarm clock goes off at 4 or 5 in the morning, your mind says no. You just say, this is what we do. And then once you do this over and over and over again, it becomes like breathing. I don't want to live this lifestyle, but to get to the other side of this, I have to. I started to say, what if I can pull this off? When I first walked into the Navy SEAL recruiter's office, he looked at me and said, there's only been 35 African Americans in 70 years make it through. You know what I said to myself? What if I can be the 36th? It's the what if I can pull off a f***ing miracle. What if I can become someone that no one thinks I can be? You're gonna die never even trying to reach your full potential. And how's that gonna feel? If you wrote a book right now about your life and you gave it to someone, would it change their life for the better? If not, you gotta get to work. You gotta shut off technology. You gotta go here. So go to that dark place. I call it the dark room, where you're alone. No cell phones, no music, no TVs, no computers. You by yourself. Very few people want to be alone anymore. They want to be around noise and people, and you can't think. Be alone, go to that dark space. In that dark space, shut life off for a little bit and figure out what the f you want to be. You don't know what you want to be because you haven't spent time, real time with yourself. Spend time with yourself. Trust me, and once you find that passion and that purpose, your goals, your purpose, everything will just start lining up. Because we forget we are in control of our mind. We believe it's the other way around. No, we put in our minds what we should do.
If you feel tired, you feel exhausted, you feel stressed, you don't feel like it, you still do it. That's what a man does, right? And so your feelings and emotions do not matter. The work that is required is the only thing that matters. And if you can accept that, you will thrive in life.
You have no f***ing idea how great you really are, because you are using such minimal of what you have.
It's time to stay focused. It's time to decide clubs, partying, trying to fit in and socialize, rub elbows with everybody so people can stop calling you weird. Why are you so antisocial? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you staying on the basketball court so much? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you out there practicing in the hot sun when ain't nobody else out there? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you not clubbing? Like every time I text you and invite you to go do something fun and cool, you always studying. Because I'm trying to get it.
Those people who get up on those days when everything's f***ed up and still grind, that's the separator right there. Stay hard.